Hey guys, welcome back to another DVD and Blu-ray update. It's been like 3 weeks since I made my last DVD Blu-ray update, or my last video. And I went on holiday, so I didn't have very much time. In June I'm going to see Stephen Lynch. He's also kind of sketch comedy mixed with music. He makes a lot of funny songs. He did Superhero, and he makes a song about some very weird superheroes, and then he let the audience shout some made-up superheroes, and he's gonna sing about it, and it's very funny. If you don't know, check it out on YouTube. Type in Stephen Lynch and superhero, and it's very funny. So back to the DVD Blu-ray update. A lot of ex-rentals again. I got some DVD and Blu-rays I bought on holiday. 2 Blu-rays. Last week was Queen's Day here. I got on the kind of a flea market. I don't know if you how do you call it. People on Queen's Day, a lot of people get rid of junk, and also on DVD, so it's a good place to buy DVDs for €1, and I got about 6 DVDs there. So let's go on to the DVDs. The first one, yeah, it's a 3D animation. It's Open Season 3. It's a Dutch title. I like those 3D animations. Open Season was kind of fun. I don't think the first one made it to the cinemas, and it's just much fun. The next one is spoof. I know a lot of people hate spoofs, and I like them. Sometimes they're just very recycled jokes, but also I kind of use them as inspiration for my spoof movies. Zaag. I'm going to work on Zaag 4, by the way, for the people who know me and know my movies. So I'm going to film that with my new video camera. I got some great ideas. I got a writer who tried to help me out, because I want to make this Zaag movie still with my own fart jokes and that kind of stuff. It's the movie, the 41-year-old version who knocked up Sarah Marshall and felt super bad about it. And clearly it spoofs 40-year-old version forgetting Sarah Marshall, and super bad. As you can see here, Michael Cera and Jonah Hill lookalikes, and Steve Carell kind of guy. And when I saw the trailer, it looks like it's filled with a very minimum budget, but still, I'm gonna check it out. And what else can I say? The next one is a movie by Brian De Palma. The movie I saw this movie on a night where I filmed for the movie website. There's a Dutch director who always holds I don't know if it's the exact good word, a movie night at the cinema, showing 2 old classics on 35mm print, and he showed Blowout with John Travolta and Nancy Allen, and Body Double, and both didn't see the movies, but Blowout, I heard about Body Double, saw that, liked it, but when I saw Blowout, I thought it was a very, very good movie. I never heard of it, and I recognized the cover, by the way. Maybe I saw it once and didn't care much for it, but when I saw this on 35mm on a cinema screen, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a great performance by John Travolta. I really liked the story, the acting, how it was edited, the details, and I don't know, did you guys saw Blowout, and tell me what you think. One is, what can I say? Death at the Funeral. I still want to get the British version, and which is much better. I know that. But they told me James Moss was kind of funny in this movie, and I got as an ex-rent for a couple of years. So next few ones I got from on Queen's Day. First one is Chocolat, starring Johnny Depp and Judi Dench, Juliette Binoche, Alfred Molina, Elena Olin. Heard some good things about it, and I'm very curious to see this movie. It looks like a movie I would enjoy, and that's what I always say. Next one is an 90s, I think it's 90s American teen comedy, Boys and Girls, starring Freddie Prinze Jr., Jason Biggs, Claire Forlani, Freddie Prinze, and Amanda Dedman. Yeah, it's I don't know, it was €1 and it was a 3-port €1.50, so it was pretty cheap, and I always like those American teen movies, so I will see how this one is. Next one is a comedy about a Frick shop for about €8. I hope they serve beer in hell. It was surprisingly very funny. I thought it was just standard comedy, but I thought it was really cool. It's about three guys. Dan, it's this guy, and Drew and Tucker. And I don't know who this is, but she's on the cover for, yeah, a selling point. But it's about Dan, who gets married, and on his bachelor party they want to go to a strip club. So his friend Tucker, who's that guy, who wants to go to a stripper far away because they don't have the no touch rule. So you can, yeah. So he wants to go there, and his wife doesn't want that, and then kind of lies because of his friend, and they go to that stripper bar, and it all got out of hand. This movie is based on a book. I hope this serves beer in hell. It's written by Tucker something, and he basically, this character is actually the writer of that book. He writes of his own experience. In this movie, he plays a very bad best friend of the guy who gets married, and he's a total selfish guy who only cares about himself and uses his friends for his own purposes. And it was a surprisingly very funny movie. I saw it already 2 times, and I really can recommend this movie to you. If you guys are in those hangover movies, and definitely check this one out. There's also one scene, and that's just, you just gotta have to see it. I already got one of the movies. It's the Desperado collection with El Mariachi, Desperados, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. The last one I already got, but this one I got on Queen's Day for €1. Desperado, I really like that movie. Saw it a lot of times. El Mariachi I didn't see yet, but I'm curious to see it. And Once Upon a Time in Mexico I just saw once. Next one I also got on Queen's Day is She's the One, just romantic comedy, nothing more, nothing less. Final Destination, the first one, also got it on Queen's Day for about €1. I really like the first 3 movies, they're just good fun. Next one I also got on Queen's Day, bought it for €1.50. It's a bargain. It's Storm Warning. I think it's an Australian slasher or New Zealand slasher, I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Oh, it's an Australian slasher. I think it's a slasher, but I heard some reviews about it, and I thought it looks entertaining, so I got it, and it was cheap. Next one is a Dutch movie. I missed it in the cinema, but it looks like a funny. Looks like a funny movie, and it was very short in the cinema. It's a sterke verhalen, and yeah, I don't know exactly what the best English title for it is. Strong stories, or stories that are hard to believe, something like that. And that looks like kind of funny movie. Got it also for about €5. Next one is, next one is I Love You, Philip Morris. A movie that got a very late release in the US because first it was banned or didn't get a release in the cinema there, and it's because of the subject. It's always very scary for people in the US, I think. And but this movie is directed by the writers of Bad Santa, and they did a really good job. It's very funny and also of sometimes a bit blunt, but it was also a very funny cinema experience, because there were a lot of people who were just who shout at the screen. And there was one scene in this movie, and let's say Jim Carrey was going on at it, and you didn't see the one he was busy with, and when you saw there was a guy, and one guy in the cinema was like, "What, dude?" He was yelling his lungs out, and it was very funny. But yeah, it's good. I don't know if it's out on DVD over there yet, but it surprised me that this movie really had to wait for a long release, because it's really too scary subject to show in the cinema. This Hot Tub Time Machine, starring John Cusack, Craig Robinson, Robert Corddry, and Clark Duke. It's about the guys who are going back to a chalet because John Cusack is divorced. He's dumped by his wife, and they're all going out to on ski vacation. I think that's it. And they're coming to a place where they been 20 years ago, and they get into the hot tub, and they time travel back to the 80s, and yeah, it's very much fun. They can relive their situation, make changes to do something better then than now, and this movie is very much fun. I really enjoy it. The Joneses, starring Demi Moore, David Duchovny, and Amber Heard. A movie that surprisingly get a cinema release here in Holland, because when I saw the trailer I didn't hear much about it, and then still got a release here. And it's kind of those movies that just most of the time in Holland just appear on Blu-ray, DVD directly. But this movie was a very good dark comedy about a family who try to sell the American life, sell watches, shoes, whatever. They move in a suburban neighborhood, and they try to sell the American life. The next one is a slasher. Never saw it in Holland. I don't know if it got a release here or whatever, but I got this one in Germany, and looks like slasher. I saw a lot on YouTube videos and other people's videos. It's the movie Hatchet. Got it for about 10 euros, and in Germany they got those nice PG ratings here on the corner, but taking the whole cover almost. It's very annoying. So, but I'm curious to see the movie. Night and Day, starring Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. It's directed by James Mangold. This movie was very much fun. I really enjoyed. Yeah, there was a good chemistry between Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. I really like Tom Cruise in this movie, and even though what he always does with his own life, with his religion, I put that aside. This movie, well, he was very much fun, did a good job, and got also for about 10 euros in Germany. You can see this fine PG ratings thingy. Another Tom Cruise movie, Minority Report, also with Tom Cruise. Got this for 10 euros too. Really thought it was a great movie. I saw this movie in the cinema, and what else can I say? I really like this movie. Megamind. Megamind stars Will Ferrell, Brad Pitt, Tina Fey, Jonah Hill, and David Cross. Megamind is a villain who, after his nemesis dies, doesn't know what to do and try to create a new bad guy, try to create a new good guy to get a purpose to being bad again. But it's really entertaining animation, and yeah, I really loved it. So those were my DVD and Blu-rays for this moment. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. This was Vlogmas de Nieuw.